Hello, welcome back. And today what we're gonna be doing is not a team builder. I'm not gonna be making an entire MCC roster. I'm trying to find teams that I think are balanced, and balanced meaning they're between the ranges of like 8,000 to like 9,000, somewhere in between. Maybe a little over 9K can still be balanced, probably. But I just want to create balanced teams, so you might see two people on two teams. I mean, like a player on like two different teams or three different teams. Basically, I'm trying to make teams that I think will be interesting. And let's start with the duos. A duo that I think people want is Dream Bomb, of course. I think I'll combine Dream Bomb and Nikki, right? I think a lot of people would want that, like Dream H-Bomb Nikki. We'll find a fourth. Probably like Wilbur. Wilbur, I think, is a great choice here. I mean, they're all part of the Dream SMP, and air average is 8706. See? That's a team. That's like a balanced team, probably. That might happen, especially because Dream just was off of his probably worst event ever. Probably. I think it's second worst, maybe. And H-Bomb is after a win, like directly. And something that was mentioned was an all-female team. So like JoJo being like a top 10 player, right? Like JoJo, maybe like Elena, Kara, and False. False could work. Or JoJo, False, and Pearl and Gem, maybe. Like JoJo, Gem, False, and Pearl. That's a team that can happen. Right? Like this is a team that might work. It's 7-9. So it's not all that powerful, but another potential candidate is Kara. And also, like, let me find. Captain Puffy is also, a potential team member. So like an all-female team, essentially, right? I mean, if you're doing it like only based on averages, I mean, that's probably the team you'll get, right? If you're just doing it based off of averages. Let me find if I can find anyone else. What's Gumi's average? 1.6. Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of female players. What's Sylvie's average? It should be pretty high by now. Lower than Gumi's, apparently. What's Sniff's average? I mean, she's played one, right? Let's cut her some slack. What's Elena's average? Is it about Ariad's average? So, if you're doing it like completely like based off of what's Ginelli's? So if you're doing it completely based off of averages, it would be where's Shovel? It would be JoJo, Shovel, False, and Captain Puffy, average-wise. And that brings them to an 8096. So, pretty balanced team. You can easily build a balanced MCC around that. The first team, remember, this is not a comparison at all. So, like, don't. Why is it set to Rocket Sweep Rush? Just average. So, like, don't take this as like a team builder. Oh, this is an all-in-one MCC. No. Next up, what else do people want to see? I feel like Krtzyy so far hasn't been given a good team. So let's give him a good team, shall we? Now, there is some there is a chance that he might get like MCC. Which one was that where he teamed with Krtzyy, someone else? I don't remember. But I mean, Pete came 12th, and he said he wanted to be in the non-PG team like a few months ago probably, and Pete and Green just happened last MCC, and they usually like put a break in between the Pete and Green teams, like MC 17 and MCC 18. It's not. Then 19, I think, and then 20 is not, and 21, right? So let's see if there's a Krtzyy and Pete team to be made. Of course, the obvious like third and fourth choice is Jack and Nikki, right? That's like the obvious. But Jack Manifold has just come off the back of a 15th place event, I think. So this is like the most obvious way to do it. Krtzyy, Pete, Jack, and Nikki. So basically, replace Quig with Pete, right? That's all this is. It's like MCC something lime, but you replace you replace Quig with Pete, and just see what happens. I'm thinking if there's a better way of doing it. Like, what if instead of Jack is like Shovel? That would make this seem stronger. But if it's like Kara, 8-6, yeah, that's a balanced team. That's more balanced than the Dream H-Bomb Wilbur Dickey team. I think that's a good team, right? And yeah, you can see this is not a roster because Nikki is in 2 teams, right? This is just teams that I want to see in the actual event, that I can see happening. Which is why I gave myself a range of 8,000 to 9,000, right? Because that's usually where MCC teams are, I think. Is there a way to make this more balanced? Yes. I can just change Kara for, like, I'm pretty sure Aerith has a lower average, right? Probably. I think. No, Aerith has a higher one. I can just change for Elena. I think Elena is like 1,500. No, 1,400. Yeah. There are ways to make the teams more balanced, for sure. Like, that's I think is a pretty good team, right? Or, let's see. I think another team that people want to see is not Krtzyy and it's Pete and Phil, right? FiveUp or whatever it's called. I feel like this is also a team that people want to see. Now, in this case, again, I feel like Nikki is a great player to put into strong duos. Like, if you have really strong duos, putting Nikki in there is a really effective way of, like, not bringing down the average necessarily, but it's a good way to, like, give them the chance to win while not looking like they have a chance to win. You know what I mean? It's like putting Nikki there does not really hurt them as a team necessarily, because, like, Nikki's not bad. Like, she's genuinely not bad. It's just that putting her there makes the event seem more balanced than it actually is. So, you know, just put her there. What if we put Aerith there? Boom, 8-4. It's still more balanced than the Dream H-Bomb Nikki Wilbur team somehow. Or what I see suggested a lot is Dream, H-Bomb, Gree, and Nikki. Right? This is also a thing that people suggest often. But I'll stick with Wilbur, I think. And then another team that I think people want to see. I do want to see a return of Fruit and Green. Fruit and Green, I think, is a good duo. But what I want to see more is Green and, like, Joel. Right? Green and Joel. Right? How about we give him Scott, too? For the heck of it, right? Green, Joel, Scott. And this team is balanced so far. SB, is that too strong? That's too strong. What about Martin? What about... Boom, 8-5. I mean, I think you can balance around 8-5s and 8-7s, but it's gonna be hard. So what if instead of this we have, like, Shovel? 8-2, right? Or to go in the middle, what if he gives this spot a Solidarity Gaming? 8-4. It's more balanced than the Pete, Phil, and Nikki era team. As I said, Nikki's not bad. She's just there to make the good teams look not as good as previously. To make the good teams look balanced. Legitimately. And you can see from, like, this is the average wise. If we were to put it into season 2 average, Pete is still the highest. Dream, JoJo, H-Bomb. To be fair, JoJo's only been in one event, but, you know, whatever. Why is it lagging on me? Why are you lagging on me? Okay, there it is. I think another team that people would want to see back. Oh, you know what? I don't know if people watch this tournament or if people know about this, but FiveUp and Fundy have had experiences playing together, like, in chess of all games, right? So that's a duo that I think will be interesting to see in an event. FiveUp Fundy, right? And to balance that, we can technically just put in, like, I think G is a good balancer. Bad is not a bad player. I mean, the average look like 8115, right? It's still less balanced. I guess it's still stronger than the all-female team. But I mean, that's not that bad, legitimately. I feel like that could be a very interesting team now that G and Bad have teamed together. G and Fundy have teamed together. FiveUp has not teamed with anyone in that team. But I think it would be really interesting to see the dynamics. So I think that's the team that I would like to see. Now, another team that I would like to see is a Tommy and Tubbo team, right? Tommy and Tubbo. Because this hasn't happened in a really long time. Now, we could just team them with Sylvie. Or Charlie Slimesicle, even though I don't think he'll like, you know, sign up anymore. But Tommy, Tubbo, Sylvie, and, like, let me find. Of course, an easy one would be like George. That's like an easy. Jack Manifold. Tommy, Tubbo, Sylvie, and Jack Manifold. What if instead of Jack Man, no, instead of Sylvie, it's like, well, Ronbu would be too, yeah, unless we change Jack Manifold. Ronbu would be too strong for this. Sneeg. Tommy, Tubbo, Sneeg, and Jack. There you go. It's somehow a balanced team. Apparently. And in Season 2 scores, Fundy is just behind Dream. Like, really just behind them. Tubbo, Tommy, Sneeg, and Jack. I think that would be a fun team. Next up, Blue. What would be another fun team? I want a Fruit and Captain team. Or we had a Krtzyy and Captain team. I want a Fruit and Captain team. What would a Fruit and Captain team have as a backup? I would give the spot to, like, remember that the captain is PG, but a lot of these people are in fact PG. Can be PG if they want to, I mean, Kara is an easy pick here. Right? Because Fruit and Kara have teamed before. Captain and Kara obviously have teamed before. And Captain and Fruit have teamed in Minecraft Saturdays. Interestingly. No, I think it was Saturdays, right? And a fourth. What about, like, Zeus? Captain, Fruitberries, Kara, and Zeus. Right? I feel like that's a fair average. Right? That's a fair average, I think. And Zeus's score will be impacted because for the majority of his tournament career, he was with the Simmers, and you know how they did. Hashtag not last. So I think this would be a stronger team than the averages entail, but I think it'll be a really fun team. The last two teams. Let's dedicate one to Quig because, it's Quig. I want the first two S tier team that is like properly balanced besides Dream and Techno and MCC8. Besides Dream and Techno, I want an S tier team up that is actually balanced. Right? Well, Super Dream and Techno is also balanced. Quig and Illumina, is there a way to balance that at all? If there is, I would want to see it. Right? Again, Nikki is a good way to make a team look more balanced than it actually is. And also, Connor. It's balanced, kinda. Quig, Illumina, Nikki, Connor is somehow balanced. So, have at it. But I think if I change Connor to, like, Ollie 8-8, never mind. How about to, like, let's find some people. What's Ren's average? Okay, sure. I know Gumi's is like 1600. None of these players would fit. Spifey's average is probably 1700s, right? 1800s, okay. Let's see, there's not a lot of people here that I can do. Elena would be fun, yeah. Boom, Elena and Nikki balancing Pete and Phil, no. Balancing Krtzyy and Pete and Quig and Illumina. Sing the double-handedly, quadruple-handedly because they have 4 hands. Whatever. They're both locking it down and making the team look more balanced than it actually is. To be fair, this would be a really fun team. I would like to see this team, to be fair. If they can balance this, would be really fun. Next up, what do we want? Our final team. You know what if instead of Elena, we have like Scar? Even more balanced, okay. That would be Scar's like first time without other hermits. It would be fun to watch, to just see how he'd perform under those teams. And I think my final team that I think would be fun is the return of Quig and H-Bomb. Okay? The return of Quig and H-Bomb I think could be fun. Quig and H-Bomb, right? Because this duo have teamed in MCC 2, which they won, and then MCC 8, which they lost barely to Dream and Techno in Dodgeball, even though they were first in coins, right? First in coins, lost to Dream and Techno in Dodgeball. So I think this could be a fun team to bring back. How about who were their teammates in MCC 2? Was it like Rygai Rocky and like Minimuka or something like that? So let's give him someone else. Pong. Sure. Pong and like Kara, maybe? Pong and Kara? 9-2, never mind. We need weaker players. Punk and Ollie? To be fair, is Ollie PG? I don't know. I think a Gumi would be nice here. 1590, so we'll replace Punk with like Aerith, right? Quick H-Bomb Aerith Gumi. Nope, Quick H-Bomb Elena Gumi. 8-7. Not as bad. I don't want to put Nikki on this team anymore, really. What's Ollie's average again? They're like 1600. Nope. 8717. What if it's instead? What's G's average? 1582. What's Carl? What's Carl's average? 1540. I don't know if Quackity's playing anymore because he hasn't played in the last few. I don't know if RT's playing, I'll be honest. Probably not. What's Sniff's average? He's like 1600. Yeah. Kara's in the 1700s. Yeah, I think Ollie's probably one of the, on the exception of Nikki, which I can put in. Nikki is a great player to make non-balanced team look balanced. Okay? Like, if I put in Nikki, every single one of my problems is solved. Legitimately. Like, I have 5 Nikki teams here. I have the pink, purple, I have lime, yellow, and I have red. Red is the only one where Nikki is actually a part of like the duo. The rest of them, Nikki's just there to make the team look more balanced than it actually is. Right? So basically, that's the teams that I want to see. What's RPR? I'm not touching that. Let's see how this team does in Pick a Game. Sands of Time. H-Bomb, Illumina Dream, Pete, Bad Boy Halo. Okay. I'm surprised Quig is down this low. Who's the lowest? Zeus. Well, yeah, but because Simmers, right? Then JoJo. Okay, she's only been in one. Whatever, right? The Nickies do good. Kara, Jack, Solidarity. Yeah, I mean, that's like 10 teams. That's 10 teams. The range is 6'10", whatever. I'm not gonna simulate this MCC because, it'll be dumb. But, yeah, so there's 10 teams that I think would be interesting to see. If you like the video, leave a like, thumbs up. Peace out.